Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about Venom. So this was a series, God, I think it was released like last year after the events of King in Black, where Eddie is no longer Venom. He's kind of passed the mantle onto his son, and there's a couple of confusing things in here. It's been a while since I've read King in Black. But after reading that, I kind of wanted a bit of a break from the symbiotes, and I thought, I don't really want to sort of read much of it, to be honest. And then, obviously, I had the Carnage issue that was released a couple of months ago, and I went back to reread. Was it issue number 2 or 3 or something? And I was like, oh god, this is so good, and I want to kind of get back into it. And I did actually notice that Ram V was writing Venom as well. So I thought, you know what, I'll give this a go. The first issue is like a sort of bumper issue that talks about the sort of the fallout from King in Black, about what's happened to Eddie and his son. And it's really quite interesting. I mean, the challenging thing for me and the sort of the difficult thing to kind of fully grasp is the fact that at the end of King in Black, I can't remember what chair he calls it, but it's a chair that Eddie can sit in where he can access all of the symbiotes throughout the entire space. Maybe time. But it kind of takes its toll on him, and he ends up being an elderly man by the end of the event. And then starting Venom number 1, he's back to looking sort of late 30s, early 40s. It didn't quite make sense from that perspective. But other than that, really good, strong start. Co-written by Al Ewing as well. Again, another veteran in the comic book industry. So both of them have an amazing grasp on the characters themselves, and obviously in how to write. I've been a big fan of Ram for a while now, and that first issue was just non-stop things happening. It was fantastic. It was an amazing first issue, and the way that it starts just really pulled on your heartstrings. I won't say too much because I don't want to give anything away and I don't want to spoil it, but that first issue was hard-hitting, well-written. It was everything a number 1 kind of needed to be. Even got an introduction, first I'm ever hearing of. Looks like a potential god of, or sort of a symbiote god of the underworld kind of thing, which would be a really interesting thing to develop, and I'm hoping that over the course of the next couple of issues they can dive into that. So I'm really quite interested in reading those. But yeah, it was just a really kind of fun issue, to be honest. And in a time where I spoke in the last video, where I was feeling kind of down about comics, I was reading so many that it just became a bit of a chore. And I'm trying to find things to kind of get me back into them. And it's amazing, everything at the moment that's getting me back into them is written by Ram. He just has this way that's just so much fun about it. And yet there's still consequences. So I'm loving this new Venom. At the moment, I don't think it can quite compare to the Donny Cates run, but I've only read a couple of issues so far. But hopefully Ram will be able to find his feet and develop things a little bit more, and introduce some really sort of good characters and continue on with things, because this is a really interesting time for the Venom character. Not just because it's not Eddie anymore, but there's a lot of things going on with that kind of aspect. So I'm really looking forward to continuing this, and I have to say, for anyone who is a Venom fan or a Ram V fan, continue reading this, or if you haven't, definitely grab hold of the trade, because I'm sure that'll be out relatively soon. But guys, that really quick video. Just let me know what you guys think about Venom if you have had a chance to read it. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because it really does help me out. And I'll see you all in the next video.